Welcome back to The Price of Business. I am your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. Delighted to spend some time with a gentleman. He's a president of a company called LocalSearchGroup.com. He's really made a splash on the Inc. 5000 list, which, by the way, for those not familiar with the Inc. 5000, I've done a lot of interviews over the years with people from Inc. magazine about it, and as well as many of the people who have made it to that list. It's all about sales performance. It's all about breaking very important sales numbers and doing it in a pretty profound way. And most people kind of break 5,000, but you broke 500, and you not only broke 500, you broke it in a big way. But before you talk about that, tell us about LocalSearchGroup.com.
Local Search Group is a digital marketing agency. We basically help our clients become more relevant, and we help them to get found on Google, Yahoo, Bing, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Pandora, and whatever's going to be next.
Okay. And how old is the company?
It's 5 years old.
5 years old. And you already have a pretty significant team. How many people do you have working with you?
We have 20 people on the team.
And when you broke into that 5,000, was that 65?
Number 65 in the nation.
Yep.
Number 10 in Texas, number 2 in Houston.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And what do you attribute to that? I mean, you've been around for 4 years before you made that push into that. What happened between 2014 and 2015?
I think
it's actually a measure of 2014, isn't it?
I think it's a 3-year growth trend.
Yes, that's right.
So we started off with a concept of controlled growth. We grew at a 3-year ratio of 4,213%. And while that seems like it's incredible, and looking back, we certainly had growing pains, the concept that we adhered to was we wanted to provide outstanding results to each of our clients. We wouldn't do something unless we could be in the top 5% of what it was that we were doing. And as an example, we sat on the fence for a long time with regards to social media. Nobody quite knew what it was going to be or how it was going to function. Until we had a good idea of how we could help our clients, we held back. But as soon as we got into that space, we didn't sit on the fence. We got after it, we got aggressive, we got smart, and really helped our clients innovate in that regard.
Mm-hmm. Talk a little bit about how you differentiate yourself from others out there.
We basically are so client-focused, and I think if you look at our digital marketing agency, the traditional ratios that you would find in traditional media, you wouldn't find those companies doing those types of things in digital media. So our level of customer service is quite high.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And it looks like it's kind of hard. It's certainly hard to put you in a box, to just look at your list of services. Talk a little bit about that.
As we look at the different categories we've been in, I primarily have been fascinated with Google and Google AdWords, search engine marketing. But as we worked more and more with our clients, we found out that they wanted to have one stop where they could shop and talk to a trusted advisor. So we've gone out into SEO, we've gone into app development, we've gone into really any of the technological spaces that have required innovation to help our customers reach their consumers.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And so you try to be kind of nimble, I guess.
You have to be.
Yeah.
You have to adapt quickly. We adapted to the QR codes that came out, but I'll be candid in saying that they've come and gone. So we've retired that particular service that we at one time provided.
When you say they have come and gone, what do you mean? Did they never really get traction?
They didn't get to where people thought they might go.
Right.
They gained some level of adoption.
I still see them, but I don't see them everywhere.
They're not as ubiquitous as they once were. However, the thing that's prevalent everywhere is the cell phone and mobile phones and smartphones. And as you think back maybe 5 years ago, about 5% of the traffic to a website might come from a mobile phone. Now, for the majority of our clients, it's more than half. Mm-hmm. So we've really adapted to that space in particular.
Yeah. Talk a little bit about, I see a pretty large list of services. Kind of give us the big three, if you will.
SEM, SEO, and social.
Okay. And for the listener out there, SEM is more of the pay-per-click
with Google, Yahoo, and Bing.
Yeah, and SEO is more organic.
It is. It's what's free, but when you look at Google,
work for it.
It is a lot of hard work, and it used to be. I've written a blog on our website. You should definitely check it out. Hemingway had it easy. Hemingway had to write for the writers, but now when you communicate, you not only have to write for the people, right? He wrote for the people, and maybe even his editors. But now you have to write for the Google robots and Google spiders who are out there checking out the work that you're doing too. So if you write something that doesn't index well with them, you may not get the exposure that you need to get it to critical mass in terms of viewership and readership.
Yeah, it's become very, very, they say it's egalitarian, but it's also very disruptive. You better have something that sticks out or don't plan on being seen.
Yeah, you can't exist in a place that doesn't exist. Mm-hmm. And that's somewhat paradoxical, but some people have ignored the digital dynamics that have come into play. And the best time, just like any networking skills that you have, that you can be involved in something like this is probably 20 years ago. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But the reality is, as Google continues to upgrade, as Google continues to be more authentic, and really at the end of the day, Google's one keyword is relevance.
Absolutely.
If you can produce relevance, and we do that all day, all night, every day for our clients, then you're going to be able to communicate with your clients and help them connect to the consumers when the consumer wants to buy something.
Talk a little bit about the verticals you work in.
We work in the automotive vertical, primarily so. We work in medical.
Like in repair or in dealerships or?
We work with Tier 2 automotive and Tier 3 automotive. So Tier 2 being the regional advertising associations, where we basically present the campaign messaging for model year-end sales events. And then with our Tier 3 advertisers, we help people find the makes and the models of the cars that they're selling. Mm-hmm. So
when you say you work in Tier 2 and regional, are your clients like an actual association?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Like the city of Austin or the city of San Antonio.
Okay.
As an example. Mm-hmm. Or the city of Houston.
So automotive, what are some other ones?
We also work in the medical industry. Mm-hmm. And we are also working to secure clients in the legal services category as well.
Mm-hmm. So talk about who you would engage with, as a client in the medical side. Would it be hospitals?
One of the things we do when I formed the company, we called it Local Search Group. Mm-hmm. And so my vision was that it could be local search auto, local search medical, local search oil. And so as you look at the medical category, a lot of the help that we can provide is with the retail community and helping them get found. Mm-hmm. When somebody has a medical emergency and the one place they go to is their cell phone or smartphone to try to find out who's closest to them, it helps if you're atop that list.
Yeah.
And so we help our retail clients monetize their physical locations by providing a great deal of relevance to consumers at a moment of need.
Yeah, absolutely. I can see that. And then in the legal area, are you talking about law firms that you like to engage with?
Yes. There's different categories that they're trying to pursue. There's a wealth of information available online. Our collective goal is to become the trusted resource so that when somebody's looking for information about a particular category, that the firm that we're working with has visibility.
Yeah. Well, let me give that website one more time, localsearchgroup.com. That's localsearchgroup.com. And you think you're going to be in the Inc. 5000 in 2016?
I think we will be. We're continuing to grow.
As long as you've got that 3-year span, it helps.
It does. You got to keep growing to keep moving up or staying on the list. Right now, what's happened as a result of being included in that list, it's afforded us more opportunities to do business. There are people that are interested in us, but as I've told my team, we kind of have adopted a philosophy of staying humble and hungry, because while it's given us new opportunities to do business, it's also placed a target on our back with our competitors.
Yeah.
They're more interested in what we're doing and how we're doing things.
You want to mention today's show brought to you in part by Brilliant Energy. If you go to priceofbusiness.com, you'll see there in the right-hand column a great banner ad for brilliantenergy.com. And right now, great savings if you sign up for Brilliant Energy through the priceofbusiness.com website. Make sure you do that. Also, today's show brought to you by CAOOY and G. Williamson CPA. When we come back, much more for you. And again, I do want to thank my guest. It's a great guest, interesting topic, Jim Flint. And make sure you check out his website, localsearchgroup.com. Good to see you.
Thank you very much for having me.
Look forward to chatting in the future. When we come back, much more for you right here on The Price of Business.